drawn to, and it's Austenland. So is there something about her in particular?
Yeah. You do your answer. You do your answer.
Well, I don't even remember what it was. when you read Austen on the book, it's funny.
Yes.
She was a very humorous writer, and I think if you look at some of the other writers, they're a lot sort of more dour and tragic, and so Austen manages to keep the sort of beautiful frill of the time, but sort of charm. There's a lot of charm to Austen, and I think that's going to be repeated more often than a sort of other British writing, which has its own place. And
Right.
I'm a huge Dickens fan, as long as it's not Broadway musical Dickens, but the dark reaction to the Industrial Revolution in Britain, Dickens, the real Dickens.
No, but don't you think, Keri and I were talking about this earlier, that Jane Austen is not like, it's not just like the pretty girl gets the guy, it's the girl, the outspoken girl, that,
the non-pretty sister, the Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley, yes.
She gets it. For once.
Yes.
I would never see that.
Lovely Keira Knightley gets the guy, but no, but it is like that character was not that sort of like, the girls in, when I was growing up, the girls that like got the guy, the girls that all the guys wanted were the girls that were like the ladies, like in my school, like the girls that were just like, the beautiful ones that kept their mouths shut, I thought. And I feel like, in those Jane Austen novels, it really was like the outspoken girl that said everything she wanted to say and like confronted the guy and like just, didn't agree with him, fought him on a lot of stuff. She gets the really rich guy and she's not even rich herself. I mean, I don't know, it's that fantasy, it's that whole thing that all like, it's incredibly unrealistic.
Something I love about this film is, me and my girlfriends all have plans, I'll be seeing it again, but we all have plans to go see it, and I feel like it is kind of for the women in some aspects. I'm sure guys will go too, but we were wondering, as parents, how do you, with movies, like how do you bond with your children when it comes to movies? And this might not be for children specifically, but there is that opportunity sometimes to have a movie moment with your kids.
I don't know, I feel like these days there's such cool movie, like with Pixar.
Yeah, Pixar.
Finding Nemo to me is so funny and so good. I still cry every time I see it. And I don't know, I just took River and all his little neighborhood pals just the other weekend to go. I was like, what do you guys want to see? Come on! And they all skateboarded down to whatever Brooklyn theater we were going to, and we saw Monsters University. I know, it's really cute. But the movies are good now. Like, they're good and they're funny. And how do you bond? I don't know. If they're good movies, everyone usually likes them, kids, adults.
And are you looking forward to showing your daughter like the Disney films or anything like that?
Yeah, I think she'll be into it. Yeah.
I think when kids' films are done well, they're enjoyable for the parents as well as the kid. It's something like Pixar absolutely nailed that.
So good at it.
Was it? I forget. I get muddled up in the air. Not the George Clooney one. The opening 15 minutes, every adult is crying their eyes out.
Yeah.
And then when obviously at some point the animators had a giant smoke and the dogs start talking like they're all off their nuts, the adults are laughing their heads off again. And that humour that both a parent and a child can get is unique to those people making, like Toy Story, people are making those. And that's great fun to be able to laugh along with your child. I think the child thinks, Mummy, Daddy's funny too, although you're laughing completely.
And how do you feel that the advancement of modern technology is affecting the quality of human relationships? And what do you think are the basic elements that turn a comedy into a classic? So you can answer either one.
Isn't technology making sure that we have no human relationships? That's the point, isn't it? That we communicate through a phone, we don't actually shake a hand or speak to a human in person.
What do you got?
I don't know. I think look, there are pros and cons. Like at the same time, I would love to denounce it all, but at the same time, I am so grateful for something like FaceTime on phones now, because I can if I'm away from my kids, I can
Yeah.
sing them a lullaby or something, and my little one can hear me and see me and sing back to me, and I don't know. And I still like writing letters, and I do still write letters, and I still like getting them. And,
You were saying that the other day, but that's the thing about writing letters is that you see someone's handwriting,
Yeah,
you see
I love
someone's
that.
personality
Yes.
in the ink on paper. And so
and there's
that's a
something
bit like,
to it.
yeah, I think it's a bit
Yeah.
like having a conversation with
You
you.
really see something in
At another
that.
level, and I'm not sure you can get that by picking a different typeface on Twitter.